Now, if you've done the first sequence of 90-90 at the wall, we will add on a little bit and require more strength in the shoulder, specifically in the rotator cuff, but now more shoulder muscles in general. We'll still be using the same 2 towels. This time you can spread out the smaller towel so it's down on your elbow on the floor. You'll take the larger towel and just roll it or fold it and place it in between your knees here so that it spaces your knees a few inches apart. Now it might not do the spacing of your feet, so if you feel your feet knocked together, go ahead and take them apart, keeping the legs approximately parallel. Notice any tendency to slump into this bottom shoulder. We're going to push the ground away, just like in the previous sequence we pressed the wall away. We're going to keep pushing the floor away, and now you've got more body weight to support. Engage your core so that from your head through your spine, through your pelvic floor is one long diagonal line. Keep pushing the floor away with that bottom shoulder and begin rotation, same thing you did on the wall, but now you've got to keep your body weight lifted as you pivot on the elbow and push the floor away. We're just using this towel to make the ground a little bit softer and easier to pivot the elbow on. Again, the wrist can be neutral, so I've got a fist here, but you could also flatten the palm. You can have your fist or palm facing, in this case, away from your wall, or you could turn it up to the ceiling. Doesn't matter, because the real work that we're doing here is at the upper arm, the humerus. And notice it's a challenge to not gently or gradually slump into this side bridge preparation. You're going to keep pushing the ground away vigorously to keep your body weight lifted and that long diagonal line through your spine and head. And then once you've had plenty of practice supporting your body weight here in this preparatory position, you're going to make sure there's plenty of room behind you to get your feet behind you. So you can line up knees, hips, and shoulders as you side bridge. Again, this towel is just separating your knees a little bit, and you're externally rotating it first, opening through the chest. If your neck ever feels strained, you can always catch it with that top arm. But otherwise, open the arms to a more symmetrical position and breathe here. When you're ready for the next step, you're going to internally rotate that bottom arm and twist your ribcage towards the floor like you're going to punch underneath you, just like you did when you were at the wall. But again, more strength is required here so that you're not slumping into that bottom shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, rotate and punch. And then bring it all down. Switch sides. Or add in a little bit of that same internal rotation. This time, it'll be the top leg. So you'll come back into external rotation of the arm bone, the shoulder, lifting the hips, zipping through your core, using the outer hip to come into your side bridge. And then every time you internally rotate the arms, also internally rotate that top leg, punch the arm underneath. External, internal, external, internal, external, internal, external. Now, switch sides. If this is creating any strain or pain in the joints, including those little joints along your spine, not just hip joints and shoulder joints, then go back to the version where we did this at the wall. The previous video will show you that sequence. So if you're coming to the other side, you're going to start by exhaling, engaging through the core, and then just rotating that bottom arm. Watch out for any slump into the bottom shoulder and instead push the ground away. At any point, you're welcome to line up your head and your neck in neutral and use your top arm so that you can press your head back into that top palm. But mostly you're focused on this bottom arm bone rotating. You may find that one shoulder has an easier time holding your body weight than the other. So gradually, over time, give that weaker or tighter shoulder a little more love, a little more attention. It may need more rest in between rotations in order to build up to the same number. So now we're going to keep this external rotation, lift up into the side bridge. See if you can rotate here as well. Option, when you internally rotate, do both arms. Take that top arm and twist, punch underneath you. Externally rotate both arms as you come back to the side bridge. Internal, whoops, in and external. So you're going only as far as you can go, engaging the core, breathing through the nose on the inhale, through the nose or the mouth on the exhale. And again, you can stop here or add in the rotation of that top leg. So if you're adding in the rotation of the top leg, start the same way. Side bridge, external rotation. Internally rotate, and this time internally rotate that top leg as you twist and punch. External, side bridge. Internal, rotate. External, side bridge. External, internal, rotate, punch. External, side bridge. One more time. Internal, maybe add the leg, add the rotation. External, bring it all down. Take a few breaths, coming up to sitting or standing, and just freely rotating at the shoulder joint, letting the head and the neck center. You might use the wall as you come to sitting or standing so that the wall can guide your head. Stacking the head and rib cage directly over the pelvis. Let the shoulders relax.